Hello, this is Antonio from Body by Bates, and today I'm going to discuss cancer. Sad thing, so many people are dying from cancer, and that should never happen because cancer it's just parasite living in the body. It's so sad. People every day make bad choices. They don't want to be accountable for their actions. They will say, well, the government don't find a cure. They the government is doing what the government does, and it's your responsibility to take care of you. You should not have somebody like you're at a daycare and somebody is taking care of you. You're not a child, you're an adult. And to see so many people dying from cancer when there is so much cure and stuff you can do to prevent cancer and to even correct the effect of cancer on the body, it's a shame. Nobody, they say a man can take over the world if he controls what he put in his mouth or eat or put in his body. It takes discipline, and nobody want to be accountable for that. They blame everybody from genetics, food, the water, the atmosphere, but their knowledge out there, instead of watching TikTok and going through YouTube and doing all the crazy stuff that doesn't matter at the end of the day. There information out there on these devices that you can use uh, for the right purposes instead of just for entertainment. Educate yourself. So cancer is easy. Dr. Sebi talk about it, Dr. Africa, and one lady that is outstanding, even more than both of them, I'm sorry to say, is Dr. Alda Clark. And she writes a number of books and make a lot of equipment how to prevent cancer in the body or any kind of disease. Her philosophy is for every disease in the body, there is a parasite that's associated with it. If it's in the pancreas, it's diabetes. If it's in the brain, it's Alzheimer's. These guys only put their name on whatever disease so that they can be remembered for the rest of the life. There is only one disease in the body, and that's inflammation, and it's caused by parasite. If you are eating something sugary, it's like feeding animals with feed. You have to put bitters in it. The things that, you can't be feeding the evil and expect good, you know? You have these parasites and you're drinking soda, you're eating cereal, you're drinking milk, you're doing all this crazy stuff, and you know that at the end of the day, you're gonna die. You know, this world only ends when your world ends when you're not in it, because this is a world without end. This place will never cease. It will destroy and regenerate itself, and it wouldn't matter whether you're here or not. Look around and so many people die and life goes on. So if you want the easy route of eating whatever, and then you complain that you have this and you have that, and the doctor say and the doctor, do, it's up to you. But I'm here to help you, to point you in the right direction. So there is cure for cancer, but nobody want to tell you that. Dr. Alder Clark write a book, and this is the book. And I want everybody to look at it. Look, and you try and get a copy because this is important. She documents how many different cases of whether diabetes, whether cancer, and she shows the method in which she get it rid it from the body. But these books are not the best sellers and all of that because there is no money in cure, you know? So we don't care about that. What you have to care about, it's you, the individual, you being sick, you're having pain and all of these things. So we have to start taking responsibility for what we put in our mouth. And it begins by knowing the right things. And the first and foremost thing you should be doing is eating fruits. God put you in the garden to eat only fruits. But other guy came along and they tell you about greens, they tell you about meat, they tell you about peanuts and grains. All of these have an effect. Is a cause and effect on the body. Yes, we can consume them. Yes, they're good to the taste. But what the end result is the problem. We need to consider what is the cause and effect on the body. If you eat fruits, it have all the sugars and nutrients and all that is required by God to run it. It's like you have a you have a car and you take it to the dentist. You know, if you have a car, you want to get the manual and you bring it to a mechanic and you know the procedure and how to change the oil, how to maintain it, all of these things. But God give us a Bible and he tell us what to eat. And everybody say, well, that's the old times, things have changed. In this life, nothing have changed. The sun come out in the day and the moon come out at night. Everything in between is people concept. People change their mind about what is good and what is bad over the period of time according to how it fit into their lifestyle, whatever they choose to do. But the cancer it's the effect of eating sugary stuff and feeding parasites in the body. And once you restrict that food supply in the body to the cancer cells, it cannot happen. It will never happen. You can take cloves, black walnut husk. You can zap yourself. And this is a zapper that everybody should have. And this is the Alder Clark Zapper. And what this does, you put it on for 7 minutes and it zaps every parasite in the body. But Miss Alder Clark, Dr. Alder Clark concept is that you have parasite that live in parasite. So you have a cycle where you do it for 7 minutes, 20 minutes rest, 7 minutes, 20 minutes rest, and then 7 minutes, and that's the world cycle for that zap for the day, or you can do it twice a day, depend on your condition. If you are extremely sick and not dealing with issues, you can do it up to 3 times a day, along with taking the black walnut husk. And this will get any parasite out of the body. I should not say every, because some are embedded in organs that maybe the current will not. It have a current of um, 2.5, 2.5 megahertz to 3 megahertz. And your body will not feel the vibration, but the parasite will literally die from this vibration. So this is another stuff that is recommended to help you rid yourself of parasite, that the parasites end up being cancerous in the body and then you die. After this day, I should not hear anybody die from cancer because it's easy. Eat fruits if you're extremely sick. Eat fruits, not even vegetable. Because what I realize is that the vegetable is for building and it's very binding to the body. You get your iron and certain stuff, but that is after you're in a state of recovery. You need the sugar from the fruits, the fructose, so that your body can easily absorb it. It's assimilated into the cell. It gives you the energy that you require, and it kills the stuff that's not supposed to be there. Whatever tumors or whatever is there, it can be absorbed by the body, and you have cancer no more. Don't take my word for it. Read the book from Dr. Alda Clark and get all the information. She even teach you how to make these zapper. She teach you how to even find stuff to test the food for the chemical that is in the food that is affecting you negatively. So it's no hiding. It's the only hiding is it's in a book and people don't want to read. People don't have the time to read. But there information out there that if you know, and knowing is everything. If you don't know, then somebody can do all kind of things to you and you don't know why. But it's if you worth, if you think your life is of any worth, you have to take the time out and figure out because all the money in the world will not help you when you're on your dying bed. No, my pastor, at the time, she said to me, now I have a male pastor, but I had a pastor, and she said, Antonia, them only cry for 9 days and then them forget about you. Everybody walk or left you at the grave. So it's your job if you want to be around for a long time in the greatest time of history to take care of yourself. Now, they can't find a cure for cancer, but they can find vaccination for other stuff, for the common cold, for the other COVID-19, and they can't find any cure for anything, not even a vaccine for cancer. How does that work? They go to where they say go, they go to Mars and Moon and all of that. I'd love to see that because we're in a dome. If you believe the Bible, we're in a dome and nothing can come in and nothing can go out. So all this uproar about leaving Earth, I'd love to see that. And I'm not coming. I'll stay here where God designed for us to be, the right atmosphere, the fruits that we need to consume and to experience this life on this planet or this earth. So we need to eat properly, eat right, think right, and exercise along with taking the necessary precaution so that we can be of service in this life and not walking around sick, complaining about your back, your knee, your eye, your nose, your mouth, when you know you're eating oxtail, tripe, eating other people. Because when you look at it, you're eating organs of other animals which have a consciousness as well. You know, they were taking some cows to market, and in some outer state there, and one of the cows jumped off the truck and run into a village, scared to death, and the mayor had to pardon him because he figured out that he wasn't going on a joyride. This wasn't good. While the other just sit there, stand there, and get carried off to the market. So even the animals know when something is wrong. Even a dog know when you love him. You know, you see some people treat their animal bad, and the dog turn around and bite them. You know, if you're loving something or any creature, they will. It's an energy. They will know whether or not you love them, and they will love you back. So please love yourself, and then you can maybe love somebody else. But you have to take the time out to treat your body right. The way you present yourself to this world, this is how the world is going to treat you. So, I beg of you guys, please stop eating all this bad food and taking all this bad information and eating crazy stuff. And then when the consequences come, you're walking around and complaining. There information out there. All you have to do is dedicate yourself to taking care of your temple and think about the people that around you that cares for you and love you. They can't do nothing for you unless you're doing something for yourself. They're going to miss you, your children, your mother, your father, anybody that cares for you. They're just going to be sitting at the side of the bed praying so till thy kingdom come and not realizing that there's a consequences to your action. Whatever you're doing, you can't reap something that you didn't plant. If you plant a mango, you're not going to get an avocado. It don't work like that. I am begging you guys. There is no accident. Everything is preventative if you take the right measures. Accident is when somebody is careless and not paying attention and somebody else have to pay the price. But you don't want to be an accident. You should take the time out. Consider what you're putting in your mouth. My coach always said to me, Antonio, whenever you're going to eat, think about what it's going to do to the body. And if it's going to do bad, do not consume it. And that's my way of living. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. There are days when I know I eat stuff, and I know I have to go take a cleanse after. That's the consequences. But you have to be mindful. So, for any more information or you're not clear on anything about the Zapper and how it works, you can give me a call. No, no calls. You can email me at bodybybates85 at gmail.com. Or visit me on Instagram, bodybybates, or check me out at bodybybates.com. And as always, eat right, think right. Nobody should be dying from cancer. We're too smart for that. Have a great day.